Imagine if they legalized weed in London. The pubs are gonna stop existing.
I know.
Why are we drinking?
It would ruin the economy.
It would like all those pubs that have been open for 14 centuries. Would just that's gonna be a dispensary. Every pub is gonna be replaced by a dispensary. This is my only bet. That's the only thing. Assalamu alaikum, Gabriel, omassi.
Hey, how's it going, man? We're back.
Assalamu alaikum,
governor. We haven't left, but we've been back. We're back, baby.
We ate a lot of chips.
I know.
And now we're washing it down with coffee.
I know, it's really weird because it's spicy chips a bit, and now the coffee is all kind of hot, so it's just hot on hot. Oh man, who are these people?
He has a garbage bag.
Yeah,
You're better than I think it's his luggage. So we are live, ladies and gentlemen, in beautiful London, England.
Yeah, it's beautiful England. It's nice overcast weather, which I like a lot.
Which is very Londony.
Yeah.
But you like that?
It's gonna be so fucking hot the next few days. We're just gonna be shitting our pants. This is a nice break.
But you've said shitting your pants 5 times the past 3 minutes. Really? So I'm like, are you like an orer? What do you call it? The guy who predicts the future?
Oh, an oracle.
Oracle? Are you an oracle?
I don't know.
I don't want to shit my pants.
Remember when remember the last episode, which we must recorded a month ago? I said I shat green.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like purple or it's red, blue, and
it's Pride
white.
Month, man.
Yeah. Coming on.
It's funny. Your voice is a voice of a guy who had a rough night yesterday.
Hey,
Gabe. Your voice is deeper than mine. Hey, man. So tell everyone, Gabe, how many beers you had yesterday?
I don't know, like 6, 7. It's not even that much. Like
I had 3. You got me drunk, Gabe.
Yeah, we did okay, but like it's not that much compared to how much we've been drinking, like just nonstop over the last couple of weeks. It's been a while.
You're even sitting like a guy who's been.
Yeah, I've been through the trenches. There we go.
Yeah, literally through the trenches.
That's funny.
I went yesterday to the War Museum.
Yeah. And
like they were showing trenches.
Yeah.
Of World War One. And I was the only thing about you in that festival.
Oh,
like, this is how Gabe was spending his evening.
What are the pictures of? Like, are there just people like just hiding in the muddy water?
Yeah, exactly, in like high trenches, and there's fucking Germans shooting
Paul
on the other
McCartney
side.
is like, I can't. Oh wait, or whatever song. What's the? Live and let die.
Cool. So I was thinking of you. How was Blah Blah Blurry?
Yeah, Glastonbury. It was good. So this is okay. I leave. Remember we recorded on the Monday, right?
Yeah.
And I left you right away to go to my mom's to then go to the airport.
Wait, tell everyone.
Yeah.
What happened? Because Claire wasn't supposed to go.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, this is all part of the story. This is. I'm not gonna make it a long story, but so the whole time I'm thinking Claire's not gonna be able to go to England with me because her PR shit with Canada hasn't gone through and she's not allowed to leave the country. She can leave the country, but she can't get back in the country without her documents. So I'm there. So I'm flying there. We're all sad. We're crying. We're like, goodbye. It's like we're dying. We were so overdramatic. It was a little too much if you think about it. And so she drives me to the airport. I fly to London. I don't sleep on the fucking airplane. I'm like, I can't. Did you sleep when you flew over here?
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Here and there.
Was your flight packed or?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I couldn't sleep. It smelled like shit.
Well, I have earplugs and I wear a mask,
okay,
and I didn't sleep the night before. So
fuck. Okay, damn. So we're flying. I didn't sleep. I land. I got myself a hostel, not the place I have now, but another place to like sleep for a couple hours before her brother picks me up to go to his house to then go to the festival. I don't sleep at the hostel. It's loud, it's filled with people, all drinking and partying. Her brother picks me up. I'm exhausted, so I haven't slept one night. We then drive to the festival at around 9 p.m. to get there for 12 a.m. to wait in line for the gates to open at 8 a.m. So I don't sleep another night.
Jesus.
So I don't sleep 2 nights. So I'm like going crazy. I'm falling asleep on a chair. I'm like going, and it's like raining, and I'm in the cold, and the grass was like up this high in me, and I didn't realize that it was gonna be cold. I thought it was gonna be hot. I had shorts. I didn't have a jacket. I was so fucking cold, man. Yeah. And the whole time,
World War One and the trenches. That's.
And everyone had like these wheelbarrows and all these really easily pullable things. I had to walk.
Horses and like that.
Dude, they're all prepared. Nobody was preparing me. I had a fucking pulley luggage pulling through the mud. The wheels were just mud. I just carried over my head. So
like a Ukrainian immigrant crossing to Georgia.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's like a bunch of. Okay, we got it easy because waiting in line that early, you get through the gates pretty much first person through the gate.
Yeah.
Then you set up your tent right away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you come during the day, the line is probably like 6 hours long of waiting to enter. And
Yeah.
the people waiting in line, they don't end up getting a good spot at all, and they end up getting a spot next to like some rave, and they can't go to bed till like 6 in the morning.
So where you sleep is far from the show, so you can sleep.
It's like really like everything ends around like 11, and it's like kind of like chilled dad rock stuff. Anyway, it's like you won't get like because they got like crazy raves till 6 a.m. and like weird like a skeleton with like a gun laser. That's the stage, and one that's like a spider shooting jizz into the crowd's eyes, and and it's loud fireballs. And
You're shooting fire?
Oh yeah,
there's a catapult,
murdering people. And so I don't sleep. But then on the way, I find out Claire got her thing, and so she bought a ticket that day for that night. And
that's crazy.
And she got she had to like prepare everything. She didn't realize, so she like had to like was texting my mom along the way, being like, "Get the bird, get the car, pick her up, we gotta go." And we got everything sorted within like 2 hours. She was on an airplane. And so the whole time I'm setting up the tent, right? I'm exhausted. I'm fucked up. And then I'm like, where's all my okay. So I don't set up the tent because my tent isn't at the festival yet. I didn't realize. I thought they had my tent. Turns out Claire's dad had my tent in his car, which was all the way back in the parking lot, which was an hour of walking back and forth. And I'm like, okay, so I'll go just to beg. And then he said, oh, yeah, by the way, I also have all your alcohol. And I'm like, how much alcohol did you bring? And he's like, 60 cans of cider, like big cans of cider. And I'm like, okay, I can carry that. And he's like, do you have any idea?
Tent and 60 cans of cider?
Dude, and he's like, do you have any idea how heavy 60 cans of cider is?
60, let's say a liter can, so let's get 60 kilos.
Not liter can, it's probably like 750 or whatever.
Okay, so let's say
60 kilos? No.
So a liter, let's say it's liquid. It's liquid, right? So sorry, I'm moisturizing my lips. They're going to think we're recording like an OnlyFans.
Hope so. Not bad, huh? Whatever. I don't know how much 60.
So no, we can estimate. Let's use our brains.
Okay.
So 60 liters. Sorry, not 60 liters.
Let's say like 50 or something.
50? Okay, wait. 60. You said 750 milliliters.
Yeah.
Okay, so 75% of 60. 50% of 60 is 30, so 45. So 45 liters. That means 45 kilos. So it's about 100 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even realize. Okay, so he has like this really big, giant red duffel bag that's also like a backpack. We shove it all in there, all my stuff, and also I have more boxes of cider on a trolley that I'm carrying. So I'm carrying it. So I walk all the way back. I thought walking to the car was gonna be hard, but then walking back with all that shit was insane. I was so tired. I haven't slept. Basically,
and you're all alone.
I'm with I'm walking with Claire's mom and her dad basically, and her dad are just like they're taking their alcohol, but they were smart. They brought like wheelbarrows and like fucking English pulleys and shit. So I set everything up. I'm so fucking tired, but it's so hot. It's like 30 degrees and sunny, and you can't sleep in the tent because you're boiling alive in there. So I find a like a tent, like it's an empty tent. They're just setting it up. I fall asleep on the grass. I was telling everybody, like, once I'm done setting up, I'm gonna bring a few cans of cider with me, and I'm gonna fall asleep under like this tent. And wait, there's a picture. Wait, I need to find this picture. There's a picture of me, like, so Claire's parents were just walking around enjoying the day, and they just found me passed out, like, in the grass, surrounded by people.
I bet you weren't the only one.
Yeah, exactly. So Claire's on her way. She's coming around like 10 p.m. and at that point it's like 1 p.m. And it sounds like my voice is so low. Yeah. Like I should be like, and then I'm just like I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, we both have sexy voices. You're gonna get someone who's gonna slid in your messages like your voice makes me wet, Gabriel Omassi.
I get up, I go find something to eat. I'm so tired. On the way to find something to eat, I fall asleep again. But by
the side of the road,
dude, so there's like 200,000 people, and they're all exhausted, right? So people and there's no music on yet. It's just all people setting up. There's nothing on. People are just chilling. So like when I fell asleep, I was by myself. I woke up. I was surrounded by like 100 people, all like drinking and chilling.
And you were just on the floor sleeping.
I was just on. It was the grass. It was a grassy field.
That's crazy.
And then I find another.
So people are walking like they're walking.
Dude, my head. Sorry. And it's just normal sight because everyone's just sleeping basically. They're so tired.
Crazy.
And then I find like another. Let's say like there's a wall like this, and like part of the wall is covering the sun, so there's shade, right?
Yeah.
I'm just sleeping in the small part of the shade, and then the sun kind of moves.
Did you understand? The second there's a panic, you're gonna get stomped and you're gonna die.
Okay, this is the first time I went to Glastonbury. I thought this is my mindset. I was surrounded by people, and I was like, my mind was in constant like panic mode, being like, what happens if there's a riot, dude? There's no there's not even security there. There's nothing. It's been going for 50 years.
Wait, and that reassured you?
It did.
The fact that there's no security?
Dude, it's been the people. Look, I think like if there was like a big military like presence and like people walking around, people would be more.
Yeah, but let's say you hear like gunshots and then people. Okay, here's the thing.
There's no guns in the UK.
Of course, there's guns in the UK.
They're not gonna bring him in. What? There's like four guns, and horses have them in the British Parliament or whatever.
No, but like, let's say someone screams "bomb," just out of joke, you know.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, no.
It moved, and I'm scared now. But let's say someone screams "bomb," and then everyone starts running, and you're sleeping. You're gonna get stomped to death.
Yeah.
That's how tired you are.
But that's how everyone's. Yeah, then everyone's getting stomped.
But you understand? I'm just imagining like people are walking, and there's like just your dead body. No one knows if you're alive or dead.
But look, I have my backpack behind me, my sunglasses on,
and someone's like stepping over you and then walking.
It's a little like that. Like there was cars trying to park
on
around me. I had to get up. There was a car trying to park, and I was like, okay. And then I get up again. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. The sun is setting. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the tent. I'm almost there. Like, and I couldn't, dude. I was so tired. Like I felt. Look, you know when you dissociate? I don't know. I dissociate sometimes, and like, but this was hallucinogenic dissociation where like I was seeing myself. Like I was like not me. I was seeing myself walking like, and like my, you know, your vision is like, let's say 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Dude, mine was like it was like 25, and it was like it was really weird. And so I'm like, I had to sleep. I fell asleep again on the ground for like 30 minutes, and then I got up again. Because our tent was up on a pretty big hill. It was just so hard, and I ended up like I slept in that tent until Claire came, and I was fine, and I felt great.
You slept like 10 hours?
No. I slept like 2 more hours, and then Claire came, and
Claire came like 3 hours after you.
Like let's say we got there at like 12 a.m. She got there at 10 p.m.
That's
so
amazing.
Like fucking.
I was so happy. I'm like, oh my god.
I know, it was crazy.
She must have been ecstatic.
Yeah,
too, like,
her whole family was so happy, and yeah.
That's so cool, man. So yeah,
so we fucking danced our goddamn asses off for like insane amount. I've never danced that much in my life, and it's like, I love dancing, man. I fucking love that, but I love dancing to like, they get the best DJs in the world, not like the best guy from let's say like Calgary or whatever. They get like Carl Cox and John Digweed and Fat Boy.
Carl Knox? He's a DJ? Inside joke. Anyways, yeah.
But they get like big ass DJs that are like, holy
Tiesto,
shit. Yeah, they're basically like that level DJ, and then
it's techno or is it like hip hop?
It's everything. Like there's there's like over 100 stages, and then there's over 100 like little bars, and then there's over 100 like just you're walking around, you see like a guy with a mobile DJ booth with like 1,000 people surrounding him. Like, oh, that's a dance party.
How was the smell after like 4 days?
You know what? It wasn't that stinky. It wasn't really that stinky. The only places that were stinky were the long drops.
The long drops? What's a long drop? Is this where you drop a long piece of shit out of your ass?
Yeah. So it's like a green block of toilets, all made of metal, with like a porcelain seat that you're not supposed to put your ass anywhere near.
Why?
And because you'll just like it's probably covered in piss and shit or whatever.
Okay, so you float around like
you squat, and like the first year I did it, I wasn't that strong, so I couldn't squat that well. But like I've been squatting and stuff, and I was able to squat. You hold like your hand on like a little,
and then you
thing,
poop in the air,
and you poop, and it goes all the way down. And I did like maybe 4 poops, and they're all like.
What if you have diarrhea?
Probably be bad, yeah.
Oh, that's a nightmare situation.
There's like giant fat guys too, so I can't imagine how they're shitting.
Oh, no. They must not wipe properly.
No. But you probably do stink. But like after a while, like I feel like my hair looks better after like a couple of days with no shampoo.
Yeah.
You know?
When the hair is a bit dirty,
I look kind of cool.
Do you shampoo every day?
Not every day, but like.
Dude, I haven't shampooed in like 6 months.
You spit shine.
You know what's funny? I bought cream because I don't want dry skin, but it's like very shiny. So
yeah, you're very shiny.
My head is always like a bit shiny.
Dude, like, I bet girls would love that to do their makeup in your head.
Stop moving.
Here's a funny story about a long drop. This was like
What's it called, a long drop?
Because it's like where the shit is, it's not anywhere near you. It's like you look down, it's like hello down there, so you don't smell it that bad.
Okay.
But there's some places where like they've been shitting for days. It's coming up and up and up, and
there's someone hiding inside.
Okay, this is one of my favorite. So it's like the third night or something. We're getting all crazy. We're getting started. We're all wasted. I'm all glittered out. People throwing glitter at me, so I look like a big hairy homo, you know.
Yeah.
And we're looking at this dude. he has his shoes off in the long drops, and we're looking like, why does he has no shoes on? Like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And he sticks his head out, and he has like a big monkey mask.
Stick his head out. What do you mean?
Like, because it's not like covered. It's not like a porta potty. It's like if you stand up, it comes up to your chest.
Oh.
So you can look around. So when you're pissing, you're looking all around you, right? And you can see you're like looking at the person, and you're like facing another person. There's people all behind. Like, no, but they're bent down, you know.
Hello, mate. How's it going, governor?
Oh my god! So this guy sticks his head up. We see he's wearing a monkey mask, and we're like, dude, this monkey guy is not wearing any shoes. And then he comes out and he's wearing a big hamburger costume, and we're like, this guy is a fucking legend. Like, we need to know his story. We need to know why who takes off their shoes at the most busiest part of Glastonbury to take a piss or a shit. So Ben's girlfriend, my girlfriend's brother's girlfriend, went and being she's like, what? Why do you? Can I ask you a question? And we're like, I can't believe she's asking this.
Yeah.
Why did you take off your shoes?
Drugs. I took a lot of drugs, m'lady.
Dude, he was very. You know how like British people all sound like they're polite perverts or whatever. Yeah. They're like, madam, hello. They're all like really like nice pedophiles, you know. So he was like, I will be completely honest with you, madam. I had no toilet paper, so I needed to wipe my ass with my panties or whatever. And we were all standing and looking, and he's like, don't tell me you were all staring at me. And he was so sad. Like, it ruined his
hamburger
in the hamburger and the monkey mask. And we were like, why didn't you use the mask? And he's like, oh. He didn't realize.
I imagine. But wait, so he didn't... He didn't have his shoes on, but did he eventually put back his shoes?
Yeah, he put his shoes on eventually.
I would have used my socks.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. He probably used their. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, maybe it was a big shit. He needed like a triple wipe.
Yeah, maybe.
Underwear, double socks.
Yeah. And he's with his boyfriend. His boyfriend was like hugging him.
Must be a loose asshole too. This is his boyfriend. He had a boyfriend. Anal fucking.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that was fun.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other shit. Like we saw like Paul McCartney. He was pretty good. And then like Bruce Springsteen showed up.
Jack White was there. I saw like Jack White on the BBC on the beep.
Like where we're camped or where we were, and where Jack White was like a 40-minute walk. And we're like, we can't. It's too far. And like by the time we get there, it'd be over because it was a secret guest.
Oh.
He was like secret guest Jack White, and we're like, okay. I don't even like Jack White that much.
Apparently, he does really cool live shows.
Yeah, I saw a video of it. I'm like, I probably would have enjoyed that. It looked kind of crazy. It looked fucking amazing, actually.
Imagine Paul McCartney taking shit in your long... What do you call it? Long shit?
Yeah, I know. There's no way he will ever do that.
He's like an old man with his arthritis. Love me, dude. You know I love you.
Dude, I can imagine. They for sure fly him in
That's
a helicopter.
That's the only way I would.
Really? Yeah.
I want a helicopter to pick me up. The helicopter must have a bidet.
I wouldn't mind being driven in. That would be pretty sick. Like a nice being driven in there and just being driven out.
No. Helicopter.
Helicopter.
If you're as big as Paul McCartney, you don't want to drive. And like,
but he's like the only one that's able to. Him and Dave Grohl when he was there.
No, but I'm sure. I saw that. What I liked about the stories is that you had like people in their 40s, people in their 50s, people in their 20s.
Yeah. Teens, kids. There's a
kids. Nobody knew how to dance. It was great.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. Dude, I felt like the best dancer.
A sea of white people. I didn't see a single immigrant in the videos you sent or the videos I saw.
It's funny. There's like maybe a few like black people, but like they were just there for Kendrick Lamar. This was pretty empty. Am I touching your shoe?
No.
Oh, okay.
And the chunky white ladies.
We saw TLC. They were good. TLC was there.
No scrubs?
Yeah, no scrubs.
I don't want no scrubs.
They weren't bad.
Wow, they're still alive?
I know. It was weird.
Were they staying in one of the tents next to you?
Yeah,
like when you say, I saw TLC. Were they on stage or were they like, hey, it's TLC? Hi. And they're like, hey. Do you have any toilet paper?
And
the guy with the mask, it was Montel Jordan. Right? This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Diana Ross is pretty bad because she's so old.
Yeah, she's badass.
She did like I'm coming. Not I'm coming out. What's
Raining Man? I think she has. I'm coming out.
Yeah, one of those
classics.
whatever. One of the songs she like nailed perfectly because it was like her signature song. I can't remember, but every other one was like, like she's so old. She's like 80 or 70 or something. But it was alright. It was just she was really good though.
She's a hot lady when she was young.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize she was around for that long. Since like the 60s, man. That was insane. And who the fuck else? I don't know. Mr. Bruce. There was like we were like.
I have no idea who.
I know we didn't know either, but like we were like just stumbling around like. Just fed up, we're like tired. We didn't want to be anywhere near big stages, so we went to like a really small stage, maybe like 500 people. And there was this bald dude, very very skinny, doing these crazy dance moves. And he like drum and bass music. Dude, that's terrible. But drum and bass music, it's like really fast, like drum and like electronic. And he's like just rapping over and doing these amazing dance moves.
Was it I'm the Scat Man? Was it that guy? Skibidi bidi yub dub dub yub dub dub. So can you? I'm the Scat Man.
Yeah, it was the Scat Man. Dude, Scat Man's gonna be on the Legend stage next year for sure. So funny. But yeah, and
then you came to London to meet me.
Well,
no, you went to.
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
It was pretty brutal because like I got pretty drunk every night, but I decided for some reason to get drunk the last night where we were waking up at 5 a.m. So I got fucked. I saw Pet Shop Boys. Pet Shop Boys was so good. Yeah. I haven't danced that. Look, they're amazing. I couldn't believe
so many hits that everyone knows.
I forgot. I was like, dude, that's them. And like they put on the crazy show, and everyone's singing along. Even like Go West. It's like
wait, what? Go West. That's not Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, Go West together, da, 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 forever.
That's not Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah. That's not Pet Shop Boys? Who is that?
Pet Shop Boys is like, wouldn't it be nice if
No,
that's not the Pet. Yeah.
That's Oasis. That's not Oasis. That's the Beach Boys.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'm mistaken.
Not the Pet Shop Boys.
Pet Shop Boys? I don't know anymore.
There's a bug on me. Yeah, they do Go West and all that shit. They do all these.
Okay, that's cool.
They do like a cover of some Elvis song. You'll be always on my mind. Whatever. But anyway, Go West was pretty awesome. Remember we were talking about Go West on one previous podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. They're pretty good.
Great, man.
And then and we drove home, and then I was very hungover, and then I couldn't find my my room, like because it wasn't available. Did I tell you yesterday? Like no. I had to like do laundry in like a Lebanese laundromat with women yelling at me. They wouldn't let me sit down. I was like, dude, I am so fucked. I'm like glittered out still. I'm in London. They think
you haven't showered.
No, I'm fucked, and I'm trying to do my laundry.
Wait, you didn't shower in Lancaster?
Newcastle. No.
Newcastle.
No. She went to Newcastle. Yeah. I went to London for like 4 days by myself.
Oh, before.
Yeah, before. So I was in London for 4 days, and then I went to Newcastle. Then I'm back in London.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went? Why didn't you go to Newcastle?
Because I would have been there for like a week and a half instead of I was there for like 5 days instead. Mm-hmm. I was supposed if Claire wasn't gonna come, I was supposed to go to like Berlin.
Yeah.
And then I ended up just.
And you didn't buy your ticket to Berlin?
No, didn't get anything. And then I was gonna just buy it as I went. Anyway, and now we're here.
Now we're here, baby.
Yeah.
This is exciting. I'm enjoying being in London.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so funny. I arrived. I don't know how much I told you yesterday, but you were so drunk, so maybe I'll repeat it.
Yeah.
And you'll still laugh. So I arrived. First of all, I didn't sleep. I slept a little in the airport, in the airplane. On the way to London, there was like a very American family next to me, and the lady kept coughing, and I kept giving her like do you have COVID, you bitch?
Oh.
She's like like a real cough, not a smoker's cough.
Yeah.
And I had my mask on, so I was just like. And I was in front of a wall, so I had like leg room, but I had like 2 children next to me, and I wanted to watch a film because I'm like, let's waste some time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what I'm gonna watch because there's a 7-year-old next to me.
Oh yeah.
So I want to watch a vampire movie. Like I can't watch. I know there's nudity in that one, or like a.
But were you gonna watch it on the screen on your seat?
Yeah,
the
I didn't have a chair in front of me, so it has like a.
Oh, those are okay. Because usually like those have.
It's not business class, but it was like business class because I had
really?
so much leg room. Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty good.
The lady who gave me the seat liked me, I think, so she gave me good seats.
That's great.
And so I ended up watching Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he couldn't hear anything, right? There's no subtitles, but he watched the whole film next to him. He's watching
weirdo.
He's like just a child. Like he could have watched it too.
Yeah.
But he's just watching my. Like, I tilted it so he can watch it with me. So like, hey, let's cuddle.
And this is like an old man, or?
Oh, was a 9-year-old boy.
Oh, 9-year-old boy. Okay. Sorry. I kept on thinking. Okay.
So anyway, I get to London and I get off the.
Wow, it's so cute. It's like you had a son.
Yeah, I had like a So I get off. I get to London.
Yeah.
So sleepy, so tired. I get off the station, and it was Sunday morning, right?
Uh-huh.
Like 9 a.m. I'm walking. I swear, like 3 steps into Camden. What's this called? Camden
Camden
Town. I look down and there's a huge bag of Coke
No
on
way.
the floor. I'm like, this is
So funny.
London, baby.
Well, you know what's fun? I never really experienced drugs out here, but especially like Claire is such a square with the drugs. We were like in Glastonbury, and like she was seeing people like doing coke. She's like, "Oh my god, fuck!" She was like mad. She was like kicking off about it and shit. And we were with a group of her brother's girlfriend's friends, and they're all like kind of like queer folk or whatever,
Yeah.
like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They exist here?
yeah.
Really?
But they look just straight because they're all like just men,
Okay.
like that are with ugly faces and shit. Like queers back home in Montreal, they're all like hot and shit. They're all like,
Are they?
oh, they're like they do skin
You think-
routines and shit, you know.
Here they're just British.
Yeah, they just take the rain and erode their face off, you know. Anyway, and one of them was like just doing coke and shit, and Claire was like, oh, like just because she was just shitting on people who did coke
Yeah.
in front of a guy who does coke, and I was like, I don't give a shit.
The
What?
amount of drugs that must have been taken in your medieval festival must
Yeah.
have been crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They don't
It's pretty cool.
and they don't search cars and shit. The one thing you're never gonna find though, I only smoked one hit of it is weed, and
Yeah.
I was only able to I smelled it maybe like 3 times.
That's
No weed.
That's what I was asking your friends yesterday. Like, where the fuck can I buy weed?
No, dude, it's you're gonna need to like make a friend. You can't just go up to a
black
dude.
friend.
Yeah, you need to like, cause like, or you'll find it anywhere. You're not gonna find it. I have never seen it here yet. I saw it once after a comedy show.
That's why they drink so much. They have
Yeah,
a place to
they had
live.
nothing.
Dude, because they can't legalize weed. Imagine if they legalize weed in London. The pubs are gonna stop existing.
I
Like,
know.
why are we drinking
I know.
10 pints and
I know.
ruining
I know.
our morning? Tomorrow we could just like take half a joint and we're in space.
I know.
In Saturn with Allah.
It's so true. It
You
would
can't
ruin the
legal-
economy.
It would like all those pubs that have been open for 14 centuries would just that's gonna be a dispensary. Every pub is gonna be replaced by a dispensary. So funny. So the first night, so I get there. I couldn't. They didn't let me into my room because it wasn't ready. Right.
Yeah.
It
What'd
was
you
still
do?
clean.
Yeah.
So I snuck in one of those rooms where we stole a towel.
Okay.
So I walk in and I just slept for like 2 hours.
No way.
Yeah.
That's great. And they for sure saw you on the camera.
Yeah,
But the
maybe.
thing is, it doesn't matter because like,
I rubbed one on.
oh, did you really? Oh, okay. Jeez.
No. So I slept there, and I honestly I don't. Everything was. I was like you. I had 2 days. I
Yeah.
barely slept.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sleeping like in blocks of like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you don't know where you like even are. You're like, oh, I can't even. You have no energy even to
No.
go and get food. You're like,
No.
I can't, man.
Did I get food? I don't think I did. I get food. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember sleeping. Then I remember. Oh. So I went into the other room,
Uh huh.
and I found a sofa. Because I found a sofa and I slept, and then I hear a guy and a girl walk in, and I had my hat on, so I was sleeping, so I couldn't really see them. But I just remember I looked and I saw the girl, and she was like a beautiful American woman.
Uh huh.
And so I'm listening, right? So I see like, okay, clearly they didn't know each other. And I think
Okay.
we crossed him when he got into the elevator.
Was he the guy with the yellow jacket?
No, I don't think so.
He had a
No.
computer in his hand. I don't know.
It was like no. It was an Arab, white
Oh,
Arab.
okay. Yeah.
So the guy is a student. They're both students, and apparently this were like rich students.
Yeah, I can tell. Mine looks like fucking where homeless guys
No,
go
no.
to school. Or whatever.
No, this is like so the guy is from Saudi Arabia
Uh-huh.
and the girl's from California.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know the fuck they're studying. And it's so interesting because I listened from he barely knows her
Uh huh.
to he asked her on a date.
Oh.
I heard the whole thing and I was
Wow.
like fake sleeping.
Oh
and I'm
wow.
just listening, and it was really interesting because he's loaded because he
Really?
kept dropping hints at his wrist like.
No way.
He's like, I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Fuck.
Then he says, I have my own company.
No
Then
way.
my father. Then he's like, oh, I lived in California for a couple of years. Do you know Malibu? Whatever. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
fancy, like Santa Barbara. And,
Santa Barbara falafel.
and he kept saying that. And then he's like, oh, I want to show you something. We showed her something on on his phone.
Wow.
And I gotta respect him. He got game.
Okay.
He was very patient.
Uh-huh.
I don't know for you, but if the girl's not interested in me right away,
I'm not really.
I'm not gonna pursue you.
Yeah.
But he was very patient, like a good, like a desert animal.
Okay.
He was talking
Camel.
to her slowly, He's like, getting her attention,
Yeah.
laughing. Whatever she said, he agreed with her.
Uh-huh.
Kind of rebutted, but not that much. But it's so funny just to hear like a boy, probably he's in his young 20s, like drop hints that he's successful, rich
Yeah.
and interesting, to a girl who's not, she's just hot. She's like a hot 20-year-old. And she said, I'm starving. He's like, I have heard, my friend recommended this place, Beef and Juice. And I just remember him going, the last night, he's like, would you like to go eat there? And she's like, yeah, okay. And then they left. I'm like,
wow. You hear? Where are you? Come
Mahmoud Abdullah, Saudi Arabia. Congratulations. Did you fuck her? I finally get to my room. Pass out. Oh my God. Sweet slumber.
Yeah.
10 hours of just passing out.
Yeah,
Wake up at 11 p.m.
Yeah, you fucking. I was talking to Claire. I was like, oh, I hope Amer's not asleep right now because he's gonna be like.
Why?
Because you're fucking gonna wake up at 11 p.m. After sleeping a whole day's worth of sleep.
Yeah.
And then you're like, now I'm Batman in the night.
It's back to my regular. Oh, I felt so good to sleep. So good.
Yeah.
Wake up. I went to eat a king falafel. Dude, the shish tawuk workers in this country are the most flirtatious men I have ever met in my life. Everyone's like, hello, my friend. You look great in that t-shirt.
Oh,
Or would you like my beard? And then, like, I thought it was just me. Then another people like,
Yeah.
hey, you're flirting with them too? They're just like, hello, beautiful flower. What can I... Like, they're so flirtatious.
Also,
Pretty cool.
they defend their stores. Like, you go in a store. Let's say if someone... I've so many times I've walked into, let's say, like a fucking A&W, and a homeless guy would walk in and be like... And everyone would just ignore the homeless guy, and then the workers would just ignore everything. I was ordering like a burger, like pretty late at night, like 1 a.m. Homeless guy comes in, he's like, excuse me, sir, can I change? And I'm sorry. He's like, come on, get me change. And then the fucking... the guy working turned. He's like, hey, fuck are you, man? Get the fuck out. He's like, I just want some chips. I gave you fucking chips. Get the fuck out. And the guy comes in and he puts on his jacket and he's like, get the fuck out. And he kicks him out, man.
Nice.
And he's this little guy this tall. Little Indian dude.
Indian?
I don't know, something. Brown. And like the
There's
mixture.
pride.
The mixture between the any accent and an English accent, I don't understand it at all. Because they're using British slang. Sinking, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
They're using British slang with like accents that
Hello,
are
governor. Hello, governor.
they're like like this woman was trying to explain to me like it would cost £10, but she was like, it's a tenner. And I'm like, well, I don't a tenner or a fiver, a tenner or 20 pence. And I'm like, I don't, dude, I understand. And then there's so many of that. So I just go to Wendy's. I just use numbers. Number 2 with fries.
You get bleep, bleep, bleep. It's funny, like how McDonald's is. So after eating my falafel king, I decided to walk around. I'm like, oh, let's go grab a pint. Let's fucking. I'm in London. Let's become an alcoholic.
Yeah.
A proper gentleman.
Proper cunt.
So a proper cunt. So I decide to like, let's go. So I'm walking and I'm trying to find, because everything closes at like noon in this fucking city. Like at 9 p.m. everything was closed. 11 p.m. everything was closed. But I found 2. I'm walking down the street and it smells like piss.
Yeah.
Like, why the hell does the city smell like piss? And I turned and they were like, it was like a machine in the middle of the road where you could just put your penis and pee in it.
No way. Where's this?
I'll show it to you. So I guess people were complaining that they were pissing outside. So imagine a circle from the top. It's divided into 4 quadrants.
Okay.
And each quadrant has like a toilet.
Okay, like a hole, like a spout or something.
Yeah,
shit.
like something where you can pee inside, but it's like you can buy it and put it here.
No
it's not connected
way.
to anything. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I guess they put it because at Camden there's a lot of pubs and people are just pissing all over the ground.
Yeah.
So I see this, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Then I look and there's a pub, like a drink place, and people are drinking. But next to it, and that was so cool, it's like 30 black people, hot 10. You know how like hot black women with tits and ass,
big giant asses,
and like nice
big
dresses,
black nipples,
and like big wigs, and they're like
big wigs, like aristocrats.
Yeah. And they're like George Washington, and they have like long like these girls. They dressed up to go out.
Yeah.
And there's like hot black guys, strong and muscled and everything.
Yeah.
And they have like there's a SUV and the doors are open and the music is blasting.
Yeah.
And they just created their own club. So at
That's
the pub,
awesome.
you had a bunch of white people just like, look at these N-words. And outside like black, and it smells of weed, and they're like dancing, and I'm like, why I want to hang out. Like I
I
just
know,
decided.
I
I'm
know.
like, I'm just gonna go and just be like, what's up?
That's up.
Standing next to the black guys. It was pretty cool. It's hot girls. It was nice. Like there's always like the token white
Yeah.
girl with corn. What do you call it? Cornrows.
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 Yeah,
I'm like,
cornrows.
oh, that's. I'm the male version of you. Like, hey guys.
Where was? Oh, speaking of black people, in Camden is
Yeah.
the home of famous black singer Amy Winehouse. For real.
Yeah.
So
But
there's
before it got gentrified.
and she became white. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Whitewashed, literally.
Yeah. So one of the pubs, I think it's I can't remember, but it's like one of the pubs on Camden Road with all the
Mhm.
pubs is one of the pubs she used to work at, and then would sing. They do shows like all the time, and she would sing there, and that's where she got discovered. Right down there, there's a giant. Or that's why there's like if you walk down, you'll see murals of her and shit.
I did see pictures of her.
Yeah, she was famous. She
that's
became famous here. Yeah.
I found a store called Mecca,
Mm-hmm.
but every letter of Mecca is the holiest place of in
Yeah.
Islam.
Uh-huh.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
And every letter was written like with the rainbow color, like red,
Oh,
orange. I'm like,
no.
this is like a gay Mecca.
Yeah.
Like if any devout Muslim would see this, he would burn the fucking place down.
Yeah,
It's
he
pretty
set
cool.
himself on fire and run in.
No, I enjoyed it. Then I kept walking, and then I found the cool pub.
Mhm.
But when I say cool pub, I base it on like, can I use their Wi-Fi? If I
Yeah.
walk by a place, because I don't have
Yeah, you
SIM
don't have
card,
data, yeah.
and then go to EE.
E. E. Well, one thing I really like about London
Yeah.
is so especially like Camden, there's these there's like these canals, right? I don't
Yeah.
know if you've seen the canals. You could walk down along all the way down the canal. It's
I saw it at
fucking
night. Yeah.
gorgeous, and it brings you walk through all these different cool neighborhoods, and all the neighborhoods are so different. Like you walk down, it cuts through here actually. It cuts through King's Cross, like you're near King's Cross, right? It keeps on going. You end up like in Islington or Shoreditch, and then Islington, and they're all like totally different neighborhoods. Like one's hipster, one's like super rich. We should go for a little like tour where we go for like a really like hipster neighborhood, and then a
Yeah.
really super like fucking Kensington like rich, and then royalty Buckingham Palace and shit. Like
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
down, man. Yeah, your girlfriend told me you're a great.
and anytime because like I one of my favorite things when I was in Edinburgh. Edinburgh is a fucking city. If we ever come back to the UK, we got to go to Edinburgh.
Okay.
It's fucking amazing. Maybe for the festival, who
Yeah.
knows? But it's made.
Bonne Nuit, Bonne Nuit.
Yeah, Bonne Nuit show. And then like for the whole month, Jason and Sarag, they didn't want to do anything. They just wanted to stay home. Whatever, I get it. But like you save your energy for shows, right?
Yeah.
They weren't really doing that many shows. We were all doing the same amount of shows.
Yeah.
We're all doing 3-4 shows a night. It's a lot, right?
Yeah,
But, like-
wait, here, I have a question though. When you say 3-4 shows, like when you do shows in Montreal, there's the hang, there's the pre-show. It's like a 3-hour event. When you're saying doing spots, are you saying 3 hours times 4?
No.
Or it's like you walk in 10 minutes,
Yeah,
salam
and
alaikum.
you're out.
Oh, okay, then that's not.
Yeah, you're out. It's that's. I was like, when I was doing that, that's like the absolute best way to do
Yeah,
comedy.
100%.
Is like if I can just do that, dude. It'll be a
Here's the thing,
fucking dream.
I enjoy the people I hang out with
Yeah.
in Montreal.
At the end of the night, or whatever.
Yeah,
I can't
the
just
last spot.
can't be hanging out fucking all the time. And then whatever, here I have been hanging, but
Yeah, well, it's
yeah,
at the
yeah.
beginning you gotta hang out, make friends.
what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, basically like they didn't want to do. So I would go on all these different walks by myself, and I just found like the best walk ever. And I made them go on that one walk, and they went
Nice.
through all the best places, and they were like,
Cool.
"Oh, thanks, Gabriel."
I want to go. As I said, now I've been to like 2 museums.
Yeah.
So I walked for like 10 hours
Yeah.
in museums. The British Museum is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I would like to thank the British aristocrats and the
Yeah,
rich
the
people of the
bigwigs.
70s. Yeah, the bigwigs, not the black people that I saw, for stealing all that fucking
Yeah.
amazing art and like historical culture.
Yeah.
Because they really took good care of it, man.
Mhm.
They really
Polish
did.
it. Yeah.
It was amazing.
They
Plus
were-
the fact that it's free. Now, if someone would to steal my culture and put it in a museum,
Yeah.
I like thank you British people for doing. It's free to get in.
Yeah.
It's well preserved.
Mhm.
There's history. I bought the audio.
I think most of the
Auditorium.
museums are free.
Yeah.
And also,
yeah, the War Museum as well was. Dude, it's so crazy. So I went to the War Museum. Let's start with the British Museum.
Yeah.
So I get there at 10 a.m.
Mhm.
Huge lineup.
Yeah.
Then the
Oh, yeah.
security guard, who looks like me, got like bald head, white, he's like, "Oh, you listen. If you don't want to wait in line, you can go to the back door." I'm like,
No
"Really?" He's
way.
like, yeah. Go. I walked to the back door. Like, just to give you an idea, the front door, there was maybe 300 people waiting. The back door, there was like 5.
No way. Why did he give you the advice?
Because I'm bald.
No way.
It's bald power, man.
Okay, that's
He's
cool.
like, you must hate Jews. No, I think he's like, oh, it's, you know, it was so cool. I walked there. That was the day after I slept like 15 hours. So I was like,
Yeah,
fully
you're well
energized.
rested.
Dude, it's so funny. I get out of the elevator. I see people like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, hey.
First time.
You know, like Spider-Man when he took
Yeah.
the whatever medication, he was like,
Oh
super,
yeah, he became like evil Spider-Man or
yeah,
something.
evil. But just before
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
he just had energy.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
he was
and it was
hip.
the first time I slept for so long in like 2 years.
Yeah, that's
I had so much. I'm talking. I'm flirting with girls. I'm like, hey, what's up,
Wow.
dude?
That's
Flirting
fun.
with guys, sucking dicks. It was crazy.
That's great.
I walked there. It was 40-minute walk there.
Yeah.
I saw a homeless guy. Oh, that's funny. So I'm walking there, and I see a homeless guy give a homeful, like a guy with a home.
Yeah.
Give a guy with a home directions. And it was, I think I told you yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And it was so cool. I'm like, that's... Every homeless, this what they must know this truth. Like,
Yeah.
then he was giving such great, like, direction. He's like, be careful. There's a puddle. Careful of the puddle.
Careful, there's a puddle. You might.
And you cannot not listen to it. It's like he has the same accent as the Queen. Like he sounds
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
You know, smart.
One thing you'll notice, like, there's like north, south, east, west London, and there's like northeast London and all this, and they all have different accents.
Really?
Totally different. Like north is like, I don't know, but like south is like, you know, Cockney.
Mm.
That's like south, and then north is a little
But I know
Heidi.
what is Cockney. I have no idea what it means. Is it like that Brad Pitt character in Lock, Stock and
No, that's
Smoking Barrels?
Irish.
Irish? Okay.
That's Irish. But like, no, that's gypsy Irish,
Yeah.
right? Cockney's like, hello, governor. They don't pronounce they don't use their T's, and they don't really, they kind of talk like, blah, 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 blah. I did a show, and like the host, I was
Yeah.
like, this guy, okay, he's Cockney, because he said he was Cockney. I assumed he was Cockney. They talk like this. So, how you doing, Dad? They don't use their tongues or anything.
It's the lower. Is that? Am I dying a holiday?
Yeah, like Valley Girl Cockney.
Part of their face. Just the lower.
I could be just fucking. It could be a shitty guy, shitty
Yeah, maybe
comedian.
it was just like paralyzed, like
Yeah.
Justin Bieber or whatever, but like from the
Oh my god.
upper lip up. Oh, something I noticed. Why do every single British girl has fake eyelashes,
Yeah.
huge tits,
Yeah.
and a fake tan?
Uh,
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Big tits, fake eyelashes, and a fake tan.
Don't know. I don't know. I think it's just
Nah.
different fashion out here.
Yeah.
Totally different fashion. Also, fashion is more disposable. So like a lot of people, and you know how like you go shopping, a lot of women. Okay, well let's say like a lot of women they buy shopping
Yeah.
for like a season, right?
Yeah.
They don't do that here. They do shopping for a weekend. So they buy like a bunch of clothes really cheap, like 10-pound dresses or like a 20-pound dress, and they throw it out every weekend. And every weekend's a new
Really?
out- Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's what Claire would always tell me. She always says like North America is a lot more sustainable than like UK. Like I remember I was walking around. Some woman was doing a petition to get people to purchase their clothes more sustainable. Like would
Yeah.
you like someone's like would you ever consider going to, you know, like Winners or whatever? It's like last season shit, and everyone's like, "Why? That's crazy! Why would I do this?" That like, absolutely not. And I was I butted in. I'm like, "Well, actually, I go to like sometimes vintage stores," and they're like,
I agree with that sentiment. You're wearing a dead man's shirt, bro.
"That's pretty good."
Like a guy died in that shirt, and
He
they're like,
didn't die.
"Oh no, Grandpa!"
He didn't want it anymore.
Just the unbuckled, and then like, here you go, Mr. Romancy.
Came with a hat, Cuban hat.
You do need a Cuban hat.
Yeah,
I think that we should go buy you.
it's gonna be when it's hot. I'm gonna be all like Cubaned out. I'm gonna have a fucking persona out here. I'm gonna be on TV, Star Search. Here's from Cuba. We have
Gabriel. You can keep your name, Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Omas. Just drop the I. Omas.
Oh, fuck.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's funny.
Dead air.
No.
So yeah, so I went to the pub, sat down at the pub. It's
Yeah.
so cool. I was in the pub alone,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm just a little watching people. I'm still in the observer. Like I'm not gonna talk to anyone, so I'm just
Yeah.
watching people. Order a red stripe. That's what the bartender recommended.
That's funny because that's just a lager. It's like not even a English beer. It's like a Jamaican beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. It's
Yeah.
a nice, refreshing
She's like,
lager.
because I'm like, what's your favorite beer? She's like, I like a red stripe.
It's a funny thing to,
I'm like,
dude.
I'll have a red stripe, please.
One of my favorite things to do, like I've done a few shows here, and my favorite thing to do was to find the most nervous-looking guy
Yeah.
and just comfort him. And then he's like, "You're the fucking best!" Like, because everyone like is if you're, I don't know, when you're in your own city, you're kind of with your own group,
Yeah.
your own clique, or if anyone outsider comes, you're like, who's this guy or whatever. It's the opposite, like I find here. But maybe it's because it's reflection on me being really nice.
Also, you're like 100 years old. So you're probably, when you see like a 12-year-old's first time going on stage, and you're doing open mics. You're not doing like
sure,
shows. You're doing...
Yeah, I did one book show. It wasn't paid or anything, but it was a book show. And some of the comedians were actually really, really good. But you could tell like they're still like, I'm nervous to perform here. And I'm like,
oh, man.
dude, the audience is fucking red hot. Like they're all like laughing already. Like, what's there to be nervous? Just make them laugh now. It's not It's funny you see an audience that's laughing. I'm like, okay, that's no work on my part now.
The first laugh I hear, I'm like, that's all right.
Easy peasy.
We're locked in. Let's do this. You
And
can say
then-
whatever you want.
And even like I did, dude. Okay. Oh, I gotta tell you this. I think I may have told it to you online. But so the first show I did, it's called Comedy Car Crash or some shit, or Comedy The Lion's Den. It has like 10 names. It's like CNC presents The Lion's Den Comedy Car Crash. And I'm like, that's the most name ever. And like the logo is like this really shitty lion. I was like, and so I go. It's a sign up open mic. So I got there. They said come early. I'm like, I don't know how early it is. And it's in the middle of downtown. It's like around Piccadilly Square, where all like the fucking we might go there.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking around. People were lining up at 5:30. I'm like, that's fucking early. So I go. Everyone's like a fucking freak show, man. Like one guy's like, hello, how's it going? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not talking to that guy. And then
He's too nervous for me. I can't help it.
I think he just had like a crazy, like
Okay.
he's a shaky guy,
Yeah.
or whatever the disease called, shaky mac and cheese or shaky. One guy was like super intense. He was like taking selfies of it, like, hey, here I am live at my first open mic. And I'm like, okay, hey. One guy was like very meek looking, kind of like, remember, like, oh, okay, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Beep. Kind of very like that person. And he was like, he's like, my fucking stomach is killing me. And he just pukes on the road. And we're like, dude, you okay? I was like, do you have COVID? Are you sick? He's like, no, I think I vape too much. And I'm like, that's disgusting. And then the most normal guy was this dude that, just a nice like brown kid guy. He's probably like 28 or whatever. He never did an open mic, and he got there too late, so he doesn't get in the main bit where you're guaranteed a spot. You're put in a from a basket you pull or from a hat. And the whole time he's just like nervous, and he never got pulled. And then I was talking the whole time. I must have been so sad he didn't get pulled. He just went straight home. And like I go on, everyone is bombing, fucking terrible. But the audience is great. The audience is like trying to laughing at unfunny shit. I go and have an amazing set. I'm like, oh, thank God. I thought like I didn't think comedy. I honestly thought like.
Dude, again, you have to remember, A, you're fucking hilarious. I think, I remember that talk. B, you've been doing it for 45 years.
I know, but you're in a room where no comedy is happening, and you're like, holy shit. And then like,
you've done McLean's like 10 years in a
know,
row.
and
You know how to create comedy.
And I did like improv. I did crowd work. Just a guy said, hey, you got big tits. I want to squeeze your tits. Honk, honk, honk. Everyone's like, oh my fucking God. They thought like I was like Richard Pryor or like Robert Williams. And then the guy after me, he came from L.A. or whatever, and he's like, good fat brah. Like he was like super cocky. He goes on just bombs. I'm like, oh, I'm so like happy this guy, because he thought he was gonna kill it. Oh, he was all swarmy and very low energy, and he thought his jokes were funny.
Yeah,
he's just fucking loser.
There's a scene where, like, a very supportive scene. We're like, yes, like the crowd is like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're not straight. We love you. The thing is, like, outside of that tiny circle, that does not work. So it's always good to see these guys eat dick.
Yeah, and then he left also, and then we all just went to Weatherspoons.
Reese Witherspoon?
Yo, you know,
she lives here?
Weatherspoon is the cheapest. It's a chain of bars in the UK. So there's like hundreds, and they're all like different converted venues. Let's say like one is like they took a movie theater and they just turned that into a bar. They took like a bank vault, they turned that into a bar. The jabs. Anyway, it's super insanely cheap, and you order from your table and they bring you.
I want to piss off Eugene. Wait.
Here, pass me some. Why?
You gotta crash.
Why? What's up with Eugene?
Oh look, I got Cockney.
We never eat in the park.
We did before.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. Oh maybe. Yeah, I just drank. It's just fun drinking after a show.
All those the circus.
The circus.
Like these things. jittery guy, the vomiting guy.
Oh no, there was like 3 funny dudes that were like normal, and they were telling about the different shows, whatever. And and the person that ran the show was like, you know how like we have Rashta back in Montreal where we did. They have like their own Rashta. This like older like
matriarchal.
Yeah.
Every city needs one.
Yeah. And she was like crazy, but very supportive, and everyone loved her. But like really unbearable to talk to, but like very nice. I hope she doesn't
You're gonna
see
have
this.
to. Yeah,
I know. She's very, very nice. She said like anytime you want, you don't need to sign up. You can just show up. I'm like, okay, that's cool. She's like,
called you Tiny Wand?
She says anytime you want, you don't need to line up or show. You can just show up and go on. I'm like, okay, great.
And it's every night, or is it?
It's every Tuesday, I think.
Okay, we can go next Tuesday.
Yeah, we can go next Tuesday.
Excellent. All right.
And she's like,
huh? There's more.
Yeah, we got 9 minutes left.
We're doing an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a little more than an hour. I thought it was already like a long time.
We're at 53 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
we'll get all of this. Continue.
Yeah. So what else is?
So yeah, I was at the bar.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. So I get the pub scene. I get now going to a pub where you sit down, and I was like, and you know, British music is amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting down, and they're playing the Beatles, Rolling Stones, George Michael. I'm like,
Yeah.
George Michael.
Yeah.
My nipples are getting hard.
Yeah.
And I look, and you have like young kids with like a bunch of tattoos, and there's an old lady without her shoes on, and she's like dancing.
Yeah.
She's drunk out of her ass. And young people, like young students from out of town, and they're like first time getting drunk, making out in the corner. I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't see I don't know how they've been alive for so long.
Also, one thing is like one of my favorite things I did was like walking around, and then like work would be done, and everybody in their suits would come to the pub and just surround the pub. But you're allowed to walk outside with a fucking pint glass. And I went to this one really cool pub where across from it is like a graveyard, and it's just like tombstones and shit. People are just drinking in the graveyard, putting their pint on the tombstone. But no one's breaking glass. Everyone's just like, yeah, how's it going? Like, they get shit faced for 2 hours and they go home. You know, just in a graveyard.
But how is it? I'm trying to understand how is it like no one has cirrhosis of the liver.
Oh, for sure they do.
And like they're just dying left and right and getting drunk and DUIs and.
Okay, so nobody drives here at all.
I've seen a lot of cars. A lot of cars.
It's really expensive to drive here.
Yeah,
I think, but people take the tube.
By the way, the tube is good.
Yeah.
But you still have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the tube and back.
Yeah.
They're not. I guess the city's so big.
Yeah, but if you think about it, there is a lot. It's just that to go from area to area, like every area is so big that like. Also, the buses are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't really need to take the tube all the time.
I think if I would move here,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm moving here, Gabe.
No, I'm not saying it either.
Your girlfriend wants to move here.
But we don't know yet.
She
wants to go to Nova Scotia. I'm like, fuck no. Or like Calgary. I'm like, no. What's the point of moving? Rather be dead.
The podcast before your relationship with your girlfriend. This is how you have to think.
Well, look, if I'm ever gonna move, it's gonna be a smart decision. I'm not gonna downgrade from Montreal. I want to go to like the biggest scene, you know,
where like listen, you have to think.
Like the Harrison of London is Jimmy Carr or whatever, you know. It's not like local anymore, you know.
Yeah, listen, I would move here. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
I still have to check out
like
the comedy
years
scene.
anyway, you know.
I have to check out the comedy scene. I have to go if everyone's and vomiting and going.
Yeah, but that's shit open mics.
You know, I want to see like what's the quality. Even because there's some big British guys. I don't find them funny at all. I want to see like will I get better hanging out?
Yeah.
Like our scene has really solid comics.
Yeah, for sure.
So would I get better as a comedian if I move here? B, can I afford it? Like we need to make more money with the podcast.
Yeah.
And
I think that shit forces you to get better and to make more money, you know?
Hopefully. Well, I would buy a scooter. I think if I would move here, I would buy a scooter.
Yeah, it's a smart decision. Everyone has them.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know how it is in the winter here. Is it rainy all the time?
It's not bad. It's not that bad. I've been here in the winter. It's not even that cold. It's like 10 degrees. It never snows. It rains a bit.
No, I thought it rained all the time. That's like London.
Nah, I was only here for like in the winter for like a week or two, and it rained a bit, but it would rain like little bit, and then it would not rain for most of the day. I don't know, whatever. The thing is, there's no rainstorms here. It's just like, my dad calls it when he went to London. He says he hates London because it's like it never just rains. It's always like he called it rain. I was like in front of my girlfriend. I'm like, come on. Be nice.
Your girlfriend met your dad?
Yeah, during Christmas one
time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, or a couple times. Easter and then Christmas.
Okay, so he came from whatever he's.
At the time, he was probably staying in my grandma's house in St. Bruno or some shit.
Okay. Oh, yeah, with the dogs.
Yeah. So
that's pretty cool. Okay. So what's the plan? What are we gonna do the next few days?
Well, what's time is it?
Well, tonight. I said let's go eat Indian. My friend who's an Indian recommended an Indian restaurant.
Yeah, where is it? Do you know?
I have no idea.
No,
it's in London.
It's in London. Shit, it might be far. I mean, it could be pretty close. There's a ton.
Who cares? We'll take the tube.
Yeah, it's true.
Dude,
the only thing, the tube, I fucking hate the tube coming towards. Oh, you get off before, but right after King's Cross, the tube is the loudest fucking pain.
Shut up! Stop being what your dad.
Dude,
faggy rain.
No, I'm
Stop
telling you.
Stop being a faggy rain.
You need to go like.
Okay, then do this. Do this, Gabe.
Oh, it's brutal. Imagine.
I'll have earplugs. I'll give you earplugs.
One thing I don't know if I can handle. I was talking to Claire like how every day everybody gets up. That booger's hanging out.
Show me. No, you have nose hair though.
Okay, that's good.
We should go I need to fix my beard. We should go to a male salon.
Sure, yeah.
Get our nails did.
Yeah.
Get our asses fucked. Get our noses hair.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, yeah, I totally yeah, so everybody wakes up at like 6 a.m., puts on like their makeup, do their hair, and go to work. So much
makeup in the city.
And it's like getting on the fucking train and like getting there and you're coming out and it's like just raining. The gay rain is on your face and I can't imagine every day.
That's why they drink.
It's like a grind.
Yeah, and you want to live here?
Dude, but that's the only... It's like... New York is going to be the exact same way.
No.
Dude, it's not lazy, chill times.
Yeah, but I'm down. Look, I work hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like between my day job and waking up at fucking 4 in the morning and then doing comedy at night.
But I think there's more... Like... I work hard too.
Yeah.
Some people work way less than us.
Yeah,
like
100%.
So much
100%.
less. But I feel like there's certain... We can work as hard, but do a lot more within the same amount of effort. I think in a city with a bigger scene, because like
listen,
we can
down.
run around. Whatever.
Down.
This is fucking 4 years from now.
Yeah.
Let's say
I'm down.
You know?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Plus, listen, if
it's either that or New York.
I installed Hinge, and there's some cute Indian girls in the scene.
Yeah. They're all cooking for you. Cooking later.
Let me smell my. What is this?
My manjula.
What did you call this?
These are Poppadoms.
Poppadoms?
It says look there, Poppadom. Want to grab some? They're pretty good.
These are my Poppadoms. I like the smell. I want a girl who smells like this.
Really?
Poppadoms! Mango and red chili chutney.
This is like my best friend's mom smelled like this when I was a kid. Her bag.
Yeah, let's go eat Indian tonight.
She smelled like mango.
Let's go eat Indian. And then go to a pub.
Yeah, I'm down.
And then we'll drink. I wanna go see a movie. Want to go see a movie tonight?
I want to see Top Gun.
Yeah, let's go see Top Gun.
Do you want to see Top Gun?
How great would that be?
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind. I haven't seen a movie in a long time. Top Gun.
There must be movie theaters.
So many. There's some cool ones. Maybe we'll go Brixton. Brixton has a hip one with a bar in it.
We don't have to drink everywhere we go. Even though, listen, I will drink every time you drink. I don't want you to feel alone. Yeah, every time you drink, I will drink.
There is a my favorite beer here is the one you had, right? The Beavertown, the one with the skulls on it.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta. Did you get the one with the skulls, the glasses with the skulls yet?
He didn't give me the glass, and I wasn't gonna push it.
He may not have had the glass, or maybe there were. I don't know.
He gave you the glass, but he didn't give me the glass.
Dude, it's all that glass.
How many have you stolen?
Yeah, 4. But 3 are my girlfriend's mom's house, and 1 is in Montreal. But I'm telling you, the glasses like that are like insane. Marketing, is it? Like, imagine people love these glasses so much. They buy them, they go to the brewery, they order them. I've been in people's random houses.
It must be so easy to steal if you can walk around with a glass.
The thing is, they give away these glasses for free. A lot of them. Like, so they don't care if they steal them. It's also like, what's this? Oh, it's Beavertown. That's interesting. Who the fuck has like a brewery's like cup in their house, other than like if you some guy might have a Guinness glass or like a Budweiser. This is now like, and it's such a fun design. Like designing a cup like that would be like super smart for like a podcast. Imagine like everyone wants a fucking. They need to get their hands on this goddamn thing. Maybe hire one day. We'll hire.
In the meantime, they can get this.
I know. It's nice, but like
you know how. I traveled.
I know, dude. It's insane.
So many.
Mine would have for sure have broken, dude. I was running in the mud with a fucking tripod. People are like, "What are you here for? The BBC?" And like, no. You said a funny joke yesterday to my girlfriend's brother. What the hell was it?
Because it's a bit hacky.
It was good though.
The joke was, We have to keep a serious face because I asked him, "Hey, what do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm in construction." Very handsome guy, by the way.
Yeah,
Claire's brother.
Uh-huh.
Claire's brother, yeah.
Yeah.
So handsome.
Uh-huh.
Like, very handsome.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's good.
Well, we had the talk yesterday, not with you, but with Claire's friends. I noticed there's three types of three archetypes of the handsome
guy.
British men.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hi," and he's a little gay, he's a little nice shirt, dresses well, he's very charming, and he's
Yeah.
like, and then he'll talk to you like this, and he'll just mesmerize you with his wittiness.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's one, and he always has like nice loafers and like brown. He has brown shoes, one of those
Yeah.
guys. And then you have the Robbie Williams, which is a bit outdated, but he's like the rocker, a bit cool.
Yeah, a little rough.
Yeah, a little rough, maybe tattoos, maybe he has his eye thing is cut or
Yeah,
whatever.
cut eyebrow.
He's a little like black hair. Oh, he's more
Yeah.
rough around the edges.
Yeah.
And then you have not the Mickey Rooney, but what do you call
Mickey
it? The
Rooney.
rugby
Oh,
player.
yeah. Mickey, Eugene Rooney, or I can't remember. Yeah.
But he's like short, a bit stocky,
yeah.
but like shoulders, and he splits wood with his
Yeah,
hands.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like Yeah, so I've
You
noticed
see
because I'm
those.
staring at people. I've noticed that the girls that have big boobs, fake tan, and fake eyelashes.
But then have you met? I met a few of them. The really sultry black dudes that wear sunglasses at night but like turtlenecks and black leather jackets, like kind of like Blade. They all like dress like Blade. Have you met
are
that
they
yet?
like Black Hugh Grant? Black Grant?
Mm-mm. They're more like they're kind of like no, nothing like Hugh Grant, but like I said, like Blade, like they're dressed like Blade, like
okay,
you know,
so
like
Matrixy kind of.
yeah. I met a few. They're always wearing sunglasses, but they're like really nicely dressed and like
No,
we'll meet a few. They're like
the black ones I've met, they're well dressed, but
Mhm.
they fashion was influenced by hip hop, so they weren't really British looking.
Okay.
Also, a lot of Muslims.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's super.
Nothing wrong
I
with
forgot
that.
how diverse this city was, man.
Well, a lot of Somalians. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
Yeah, I don't
A
know.
lot of Somalians I noticed,
Yeah.
and a lot of like fully niqabi, like the whole
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is also like students and shit for
Especially
sure.
this area. I've heard so many accents
Yeah.
in this area.
It's funny,
None of
like
them are
it
British.
doesn't seem like
Like every
it's in
building
English.
here is a student
Yeah.
housing.
It's pretty diverse this
Dude,
area.
Everyone's parents who live in this building
Have to be rich,
are
Yeah.
multi-millionaires.
especially they're paying what like £80 a night. I guess it's not that much if you're a rich
80
person.
Yeah, if you're rich, of course. Because
Yeah.
if your university costs
Yeah.
£50,000 for your
I know,
fucking degree,
yeah.
you know,
It's funny.
it's a nice place.
Yeah, you got a really nice place. All right,
All right, let's go make out. Go eat Indian.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this. We're gonna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Let's record another episode throughout the week.
Sure,
a
yeah,
bonus
down.
episode.
Yeah, we'll have something fun for sure.
Yeah, because
Down.
things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll remember most of them.
Yeah,
Most of it.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys. Thank you so much, Poppadoms.
Poppadoms. Bye.
Bye.